Assalamu alaikum. Hello students, welcome to this new video. In this new video, inshallah, we are going to revise together the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. Also, we are going to answer exercise for page 10. Okay, so let's start together. Now, here we have the present perfect tense. We're going to revise the form of the present perfect tense. Try to remember what is the form of the present perfect tense. Hmm? Yeah, I think that you are right. So it is have or has plus the past participle, and as you know that the past participle is verb 3 and it is the اللي هو بنقول عنه التصريف الثالث. Of course you know that have takes I, we, they, and you, while has takes yeah, what? Let me listen to your answers. It, good, he, and she. Very good, students. Now, this was the present perfect tense or the form of the present perfect tense. Let's have an example about the present perfect tense. I have already known the answer. Now, could you tell me where is the verb of this sentence? What is the verb of this sentence? Yep, very good. The verb here, I'm happy that you still remember from the last video. Here we have. This is the first part of the verb. And here we have known, which is the past participle. This verb 3, تصريف الثالث from the verb know. So here we have known. What about this already? Already, of course, as you know, it is a key word for the present perfect tense. Okay? Shall we move to the coming tense? Yeah, the coming tense, it is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. Now here we have continuous. It is new to the tense. Okay, so let's revise the form of this new. It's not new. We talked about it in the last video. So here it is, have or has plus been plus the verb plus ing. Of course, here the word continuous added the ing. Now, the perfect been, because it is verb 3 from be, and here we have a present have or has. So the tense, it is present here, and here perfect, and here continuous. Okay, let's move to the example now. The example, she has been studying English since 2008. Now here we have the verb, or where is the verb of this sentence? Could you tell me please the verb? It's very clear. The verb here, it is, yep, it is has, very good, and been, yes. Is it enough? No, we have studying here. So it is has, the verb in this sentence, it is has been studying. Why is it three parts? It is three parts here because we have present, and this one perfect, and this one continuous. I hope that it is clear for you. Now here we have the keyword since. Since here it is a keyword for which tense? For the present perfect continuous. Only since? No, there is also for. So since and for are keywords for the present perfect continuous. While here you should revise because they are a lot. You have to revise the present perfect tense from the previous video. الفيديو اللي سبق في موجود everything about the present perfect tense. Clear? Okay, let's move to the coming slide. In the coming slide, we are going to choose whether the present, we are going to answer questions, and we are going to choose the present perfect simple or the present perfect continuous. Okay, let's see the questions together. Here we need to correct the verb in the sentences. Now, the first one, the man for 2 hours. The verb here is walk. The second one, I, her face, since I first saw her. Since I first saw her. Okay, number 3. They space the book for hours, and here we have the verb take. Now let's work together on this. Now, the first one, what do you think? Here we have the keyword for. When you have a sentence in the exam, you have to read the sentence, okay, very carefully, and you have to pay attention if there are any keywords. In this sentence, we have a keyword. It is for. And as we study, for is a keyword for which tense? Yes, it is for the present perfect continuous. It is a keyword for the present perfect continuous. Okay, that before answering it, we should go to the verb walk. Do you agree to take the ing or not? He says yes, of course, there's no problem, I can. So because of that, the answer is going to be what? Yes, please. The answer is going to be, here we have for, and there is no problem with the verb to add an ing. So here the answer is going to be, what do you think? Is it going to be has walked or has been walking? Yeah, you are right. It is has been walking. Why is it has been walking? Because here we have for, and as I told you before that, for is a keyword for the present perfect continuous. Good students, excellent. And here, why do we use has, not have? Because here we have the man. The man is a singular subject. It is a singular subject مفرد, so it takes has. Clear? Let's move to the second example. In the second example, here we have, again, as I told you, when you have a sentence, you have to read it very carefully. Here we have I, her face, here we have since. Here we have since. Okay? Now, since, as you know, it is a key word. It is a key word for the present perfect continuous. Now, we should ask the verb. Do you accept an ing? What do you think, girls? Shall it accept an ing? Would it accept an ing? And why? Course, it doesn't accept. It doesn't accept. By no means, it doesn't accept. Why? Because it is what, as we studied, if you remember? Because it is a stative verb. It is a stative verb. So, should the answer be present perfect simple or present perfect continuous? Present perfect continuous, this means that we need to add an ing. And recognize is a stative verb. So it doesn't accept an ing. Because of that, the answer for this one is going to be in the present perfect simple. Okay, and the answer is going to be I, yes, have recognized, because recognize never takes an ing. I can't say that it is recognizing. Why? Because it is a stative verb. Okay, now let's move to the last one, number 3. Now here we have they space the book for hours. Girls, look carefully. Is there a keyword here? Yes, of course, there is for here. And for, as you know, it is a keyword for which tense? For the present perfect continuous. Very good. But what about the verb? We need to ask the verb. Verb take. Do you accept an ing? It says no. Why? Why doesn't it accept an ing? Is it a stative like this one? No, it's not a stative, but here it is a short duration verb. It's a short verb. Now, when you take something from someone, does it take a long time? When you give something, when you ask someone a question, do you ask and that's it, or you take a long time in asking? About answer, does answer take a long time? When you answer, does it take, for example, hours in answering a question? There are some verbs that are short verbs. So the short verbs, okay, they don't accept an ing. You don't find them in the present perfect continuous. You find them in the present perfect simple. Because of that, the answer is going to be they have taken or have been taking. What do you think? It is have taken. Very good. Why? Because here it is a short verb. So short and stative verb, they never have an ing. You can never add an ing to them. While a verb like walk here, it has no problem with the ing, like sleep, like wait. They don't have any problem. So be careful when the verb is stative and when the verb is short. You can never add an ing to them, so they are going to be in the present perfect simple and never in the continuous. Now, I think if you could understand this bunch of sentences or of questions, you sure would be able, inshallah, to answer the following exercise, which is exercise 4 in page 10 of your student's book. Okay, now this is the exercise. Let's start with the first one. You should go to bed. You, and here we have, as I told you, you have to read the sentence very carefully to find if there are some keywords or not. Now here, is there a keyword? Let's read together. You should go to bed. You've, of course, you've, this is from you have, okay? Space on the computer. Four. Yeah, here we have four. Yes, that's it. Let's highlight it. Four. Okay. Now for which tense, girls? Yes, present, perfect, continuous. Very good. Now let's go to the verb. Verb play. Do you accept to have an ing to you or not? It says yes. Why not? I have no problem. Because of that, here the answer is you've. Here we have you've. You've, this means have. So the answer is going to be you've, yes, been playing. It is present, perfect, continuous, and the verb here of the sentence, it is VE, which is have. You've been playing. This is the verb of the sentence, and it is in the present, perfect, continuous. Now, let's go to the coming one. How many times has he spaced to his family this month? Now, is there any keyword? Let's see. How many times has he spaced to his family this month? No, there are no keywords here. So how should I answer the question? You should answer the question depending on the meaning. يعني كم مرة كتب لعيلته الشهر هذا؟ طيب هل معناته انه انا بطلع عليه وبشوفه كم مرة قاعد بيكتب؟ هو طول ما هو قاعد بيكتب انا بطلع عليه؟ لا، هو كتب وخلص، مش كان قاعد بيكتب. مش هو كم مرة كان قاعد بيكتب، هو كم مرة كتب. مادام فيش فيها استمرارية يا بنات، يبقى بدي استخدم present perfect ولا present perfect continuous؟ اكيد هتكون present perfect. يبقى how many times has he written to his family? Why he has written? Because here there is no need for an ing because of the meaning. Okay, and here we have the verb of this sentence. It is has, and we have written, and this is the form, if you remember, of the present perfect. Now the coming one. His space with friends for too long. Here we have for, so this means it should be in the, yes, let me listen, present perfect continuous. Yeah, very good. Too long. He needs to find a house of his own. Here we have the verb stay. Now stay, is it a stative verb? Of course not. Is it a short verb? Of course not. Stay has no problem of adding an ing. You know the meaning of stay. Stay معناها يقيم، يمكث، يبقى. Okay? Because of that, the answer should be in the present perfect continuous. Here I have for, and the verb stay has no problem, okay, of adding an ing. So it should be what? The answer should be yes, has been staying. Of course, this one, girls, this one, it is this S, I mean, it is taken from has, the short form of has. The verb here, it is has been staying. Let's complete with number 4. I can't find my pen. Where have you space it? Here we have the verb put. Put بمعنى يضع. So shall we use present perfect simple or present perfect continuous? Yes, here it is present perfect simple. Why is it present perfect simple? Simply ببساطة because put is a short verb. Now, when you put something, does it take you long hours to put it? Of course not. You put it and that's it. You put it on the table, you put it on the sofa, you put it on TV. It doesn't take a long time. So put is a short form. Please write down on your books. Okay, so where is the verb here in this sentence or in this question? Here it is have, here we have, and here we have put. So have, put. Of course, girls, you know that here put is an irregular verb. It is put, put, put. Shut, shut, shut. You know shut. Okay. What else? Yeah, cut, 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 and so on. Maybe you can give me other verbs. Now, just I forgotten them. Okay, let's move to number 5. I think someone space my phone. The battery is nearly dead. Now here we don't have a keyword. Here we depend on the meaning. The battery is nearly dead. The battery is nearly dead. It means that البطارية خلص فاضية. ما دام البطارية فاضية يا بنات، كان في إيحاء عنا أعطانا إنه التليفون استخدم مدة طويلة. لو استخدمه لمكالمة كان ما خلصتش البطارية. لو استخدم يا ست نص ساعة لعب عليه لعبة بس ما راحتش البطارية. طيب هنا البطارية راحت انتهت. بحكي لك the battery is nearly dead. البطارية خلصانة مخلصة بده شحن تاني. هذا إيحاء إنه في عندك long time، كأنه هان بحكي لك for long time، ولكن محذوفة مفهومة ضمنيا. الإنجليز بيحبوش يضلوا يبرموا كتير ويحكوا ويعيدوا ويزيدوا. أوكي، يبقى هنا عندنا إياها رح تكون إيش الإجابة فكرة مدامه long time. long time it means there is something continuous. So إيش إحنا أخذنا في إشي في continuous؟ Yes, present, perfect and continuous. So here the answer should be yes, has been using, and I explained why we chose here has been using, because as I told you the battery is nearly dead. Because of that, this means it has been or someone has been using it for a long time. Okay, now let's move to the coming one. What has he? Here we have the verb do and wait. So here it is do. Now, and here we have all this time. All this time, here it is not a keyword, as many students say. But here again, توحيلي بطول الفترة. All this time. ما دام فيها طول فترة يا بنات يبقى حتكون فيها إشي continuous. ما دام continuous حيكون present perfect what continuous. So the answer what here we have he. So have or has should be has. Okay, so has he. Yes, complete. And here the verb is do has no problem with the ing. It's not a stative, it's not a short, it can take an ing. So what has he? Yep, been doing. Very good. What has he been doing? So here the verb, because here it is a question, so the auxiliary comes after the question word, and here we have been, and here we have doing. This is the verb of this sentence. Okay, let's move to the coming part and the coming verb. Here we have the verb, it is wait. Wait. What does it mean, wait? Wait, of course, it means ينتظر. So here the verb wait itself عنده إيحاء بطول المدة. لما أقول قاعدة بستناها، الواحد لما يقول استنيت أو بستنى معناته قاعد فترة طويلة لدرجة إنه عماله بتدمر. استنيتها بنتظر على القليلة يا ستي 10 أو ربع ساعة، يبقى فترة إيش مالها طويلة. مش فعل لحظي زي اللي هو put أو زي take. Okay, so here with space for more than an hour. وأصلا هيو معطيني هان في عندك يا أنتي for، حطي عليها هيك دائرة وحلي. With space for more than an hour. So, and here we have the verb wait. Here for, it is for which tense, girls? For present perfect continuous. After that, we go to the verb. Here the verb wait. Wait. Do you have a problem with adding an ing to you? He says no. I can add ing وأنا براحتي بضيف ال ing، فيش عندي مشاكل خالص. لا أنا stative ولا أنا short. يبقى هالإجابة راح تكون إيش؟ We've been waiting. Yes, here we have the continuous, which it means what? A long time. Here, like this. Yes, 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 yes. So this is the verb of the sentence. Of course, as you know that this VE, it is have, but it is the short form. Good. Let's move to the coming one, number 7. I have. Here we have, as I told you, you have to read the sentence. You read the sentence and here you find this for. Yes, the tense is going to be present perfect continuous. شاطرين ممتازين. Okay, now here we have the verb know. Yes, know. No, I know this verb. Know is from which verbs? Stative. It is a stative verb. Does it take an ing? Never, ever. It doesn't take an ing. Because of that, it is a present perfect. Simple. And you find this question in many exams, girls. Okay? They want to know whether you can answer this question true or false. So this one, it is no. Okay? And no here, it is a stative verb. Stative verb, it means present perfect. And here we have for. We can use it as we agreed in the previous video. We can use it for the present perfect. And this no never takes an ing because it is a stative verb. So the answer is going to be I have known him. Known him. I have known him. Good. So it is like this. And this is the verb of the sentence. Have known. You know why we wrote it in the present perfect? Yeah, because here it is a stative verb, never takes an ing. Please, when you have this in the exam, please answer it correctly. Okay, let's move to number 8. They have space away for 3 miles. Here again, here we have four. Where is my yes, here. 4, and this is 4, present perfect continuous. We come to the verb is be. Be. Why to add an ing? By no means. We can't. Why to add an ing? Now here it is they have, and here it is been. They have been away, which means went. يعني هم راحوا. Okay, for 3 nights. Once in a mock exam في امتحان تجريبي إجا للبنات, the girls wrote being. It can't be. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't give a meaning. Okay, when I say they have been being. أصلا being we use it only in the passive, if you remember. So again, please answer it correctly when you have it. لما يكون معناها ذهب استخدمي been. They have been. تمام؟ معناها راح, ذهب, went. They have been. Okay? We can't use being. By no means we can't use being. Now, 9. You were away a long time. What have you? Again, معطيكي هنا a long time يعني إيحاء بطول المدة. And please, here it is not a keyword. Don't tell me it is a keyword. Here it adds to the meaning. إنه it's a long time. توحي بالمدة الطويلة. So مدة طويلة يبقى continuous. يبقى حتكون عندك إياها what have you and been doing. Very good. So here we have and have been doing. This is the verb of the sentence of the question. This is the verb of the question. Inshallah, next time we're going to learn how to make questions together. The last one, number 10. I've talked to him on the phone, but we have never. Now here we have the keyword, which is never. Do you remember when I explained the lesson in the last or the previous video? We said that never is a keyword for which tense? Very good, students. Yes, it's keyword for the present perfect tense. So here it should be, of course, without an ing because it's a present perfect simple here. So it is met. We have never met. Very good. Okay, the verb here of this sentence, it is have. Okay, and here we have met. This is the two part. Well, these are the two parts of the verb, and here we have the keyword. It is never. Okay, I hope that you understand this lesson fully. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write to me in the class comments or anywhere you like to send your comments or and questions to. Here I have very little things to add or to tell you. Here, let's move to something called spelling rules with this owl. You know what's meaning of owl? بومة. Okay. Here we have طبعا هم بيحكوا إنه البومة هي حكمة أو حكيمة أو رمز للحكمة. So this owl is going to give us some spelling rules. Okay. Let's start with the first one. Here we have the verb write. Write plus ing. Now, if you remember, here we have this e, okay, and here we have I. As I told you, remember we said that we can't put them together, the e and the I, as a rule. So here you have to delete. You have to drop this I, sorry, this E. You have to drop it. No need for it. Okay, you should delete. You should omit it. So the verb is writing without this one. Without this one. Okay, so it is writing. Never keep E when you want to add ing. Okay, now let's have a question. Here we have make, yeah, and here we have ing. We need to add an ing. Here, if you notice, we should, it is like this one. What should we do you think? We should omit this e and this add an ing. Yes, like this. Here it is, there is no e. We don't have an e here. It is omitted, and here there is an ing. Okay, that was the first rule, or the first spelling rule. Don't forget these things, they are important to get your full mark, inshallah. Here we have the verb run. Run, if you notice, what is the last letter? The last letter here, it is N. Before it, there is U, and U is a vowel. If you remember, the vowels are O, yep, and I, yep, U, E, and I. So these are the vowels. So here we have a vowel, it is the U. So here, if you notice, before adding an ing, there is another N. There is another N. So here there is one N, true? And when we need to add an ing, here we have double N, then comes the ing. Why? Because here we have a vowel before the last consonant, the last letter here, which is N. Let's practice something. Here we have swim. Swim plus ing, it becomes yes. Now, what is the last letter, girls? It is the letter M. Here, it is the letter M. Before it, there is I. And this I, it is a vowel. Because of that, we have to add another M. Then add an I and G. It is swimming. I hope that you could understand all the material that I presented to you. And again, if you have any questions, you can ask me freely. Okay? Till we meet again, goodbye. Please study well and answer the questions in the worksheet. Bye bye.